Queen City News exclusive. Training kicks in as 4 Army National Guard soldiers ran in to help after a shooting at North Lake Mall. Good evening, I'm Morgan Francis.
And I'm Brian Blakely, but one man says he didn't expect to use combat training at a mall. And Charlotte-Mecklenburg police have arrested 3 people in connection with this shooting. It happened in the middle of the afternoon on Thursday. Queen City News reporter Will Lewis joins us live with that exclusive interview tonight. And Will, the men who ran in to help, they used a plastic bag to save one of the victims.
That's right, Brian, he sure did. And he used that plastic bag while making what's called a chest seal. So he took that plastic bag and taped it over the gunshot wound to prevent air from getting into the wound and causing further internal damage like a collapsing lung. It's part of the training he received before going to fight in the Middle East.
This is what the outside of North Lake Mall looked like last Thursday as shots were fired on the upper level of the North Charlotte Mall. But now we are hearing what it sounded like downstairs when a verbal altercation started.
As soon as we ran up the stairs, we kind of jumped in and tried to separate the people that were fighting.
Sergeant First Class Rickey Dixon and 3 others were working in the Army National Guard recruiting office just below Prime Jewelers. The men tried to break up the fight, and then a man pulled a gun and started shooting.
Immediately after I heard the shots, I turned around, looked for my partner. I saw him getting up. He was alive and safe. And that's when we saw the victim laying on the ground bleeding.
Dixon called for others to get supplies and made a chest seal out of a plastic bag.
Like, hey, look, we're not going to let this guy die on us.
The seal keeps air from going into the wound to prevent further internal damage. Another man went into the jewelry store and placed a tourniquet on an innocent bystander who was shot. Rickey Dixon served in Baghdad from 2008 to 2010. He has a combat infantry badge on his uniform, meaning he saw combat, and he used the medical skills from that training.
In the course of being trained to be an infantryman, we also had to learn to save our buddies. Because if they're injured, we have to immediately perform buddy aid.
The victims were transported to the hospital to be treated. CMPD arrested Xavier Alexander and charged him with attempted murder and assault, Jada Van Williams with assault, and a 17-year-old with assault. The men said they reacted as a team and did a good deed. They just never thought it would be at a mall.
This is where we live at. We should not have to deal with anything combat related.
Yeah, some fast-thinking soldiers there. Now, we do know one of those victims is out of the hospital, and Dixon tells us that the Army National Guard sent them a government-issued medical kit in case the need arises. We're live in North Charlotte. Will Lewis, Queen City News.
Not many people would run toward gunfire in a mall. Heroes for sure. Well, thank you.